Hello everyone. So everyone has read the case study, right? Then I think we can start our case discussion now. For question 1, how would you assess the attractiveness of digital marketing industry through the 5 forces? Anyone want to try?
I can try. The situation of competition depends on 5 basic forces, which are threat of new entrants, threat of substitute, beginning power of buyers, beginning power of suppliers, and rivalry among competitors. Firstly, I discussed the threat of new entrants. Based on the case study, we can know that the huge industry can be considered as low barriers for entry. This is because starting a digital business does not have to spend a lot of time and money and only require a certain knowledge. So many people can engage in this industry.
I think so. In the page 3 and 3rd paragraph with the introduction of the Apple iPhone in 2007 and the Google Android platform in 2008, an even greater set of mobile possibility emerged. Customers use mobile technology for many functions, once reserved for computers, and allow developers to create mobile applications that serve a variety of recreational and professional functions.
I agree with you. So Push will provide full service digital firms develop their recommendations as design growth more strategy, formulating best practice to increase the commission rate, time spent on page, click or visit, advertisement exposure, and other metrics.
Furthermore, I think on page 3, paragraph 1, industry responses have mentioned that revenue from online advertising rose by 560% between 1999 and 2010. For both running businesses and marketing consultancy, digital marketing has become a lucrative industry. So digital entry barrier were viewed as being modest.
Yeah. There are many participants in market with low entry barriers, which result in poor profit margin. I will add on with this point.
Okay, so for the second force, which is the threat of substitute, I think there are several substitutes on the market, which at page 4, first paragraph, it mentioned that growing web spend by corporation encouraged by the emergence of a variety of specialist consultancies, which include design firms specializing in creative design, UX consultancy, and web development firm, which explain that this market involves a variety of companies that can provide substitute product for the huge customer while also competing with the company.
However, I think the threat of substitute is only moderately high. This is because at page 9, second last paragraph, it mentioned that it also discovered that it was competing with emerging technology specialists as it worked to expand its full service offering to the most relevant platforms. From here, we might claim that the firm has met modifications and able to confront the threat.
I completely agree with you. This is because from page 5, last paragraph, it also claimed that digital technology is so sophisticated and that other agencies and businesses were underestimating the complexity and promise of digital technology. From this, we may assume that it is difficult for other organizations to duplicate digital products.
I also believe in the same manner, and I propose that you can add it that the company ability to resist the threat of alternative is due to the different from their product and services from those of other companies. This is because page 7 and second paragraph claim that Hugh established itself as a trust partner with whom client could navigate the digital revolution by applying an expertise in user experience to important business problems.
Thank you for your suggestions. And I also found a point which can support your idea, which at page 8, second paragraph, is say that in the future, the firm will continue to commit to business transformation and tended to pursue projects that incorporate ambitious redesign, new product development, or cross-platform marketing strategies. This, I believe, is also one of the value propositions that the corporation offer to their client.
All right. Do you have anything to add to this, boss?
Yeah, I also found that Huge has taken some strategies that can combat the threat of substitute. Firstly, it consistently emphasizes customer expectation. For example, page 9, last paragraph, Huge prioritizing, surpassing customer expectation, and selecting workers who would not settle for acceptable work and want to be pushed toward excellence. Secondly, Huge build strong customer connection. For example, page 11, third paragraph, it said the company consider the company long-term retainer arrangement. So I think that's all for this force.
Okay, then I will continue for the next force, which is bargaining power of supplier. Go through to the page 5 paragraph, traditional marketing agency. As network platform and programming become more central to modern marketing, digital evergreens emphasize that marketer need think like software company and cultivate hybrid marketer or developer specialists who understand tech from marketing and brand perspective and who have a customer mindset. So for my understanding, the bargaining power of suppliers is low. In these situations, we might consider the web development company, media branding consultant, and conventional advertising agency have less negotiating leverage as they try to compete with the digital media platform to reach their client. So which could result in a decline in brand royalty.
Agree. I think page 5 paragraph traditional business and other IT providers such as Savia and IBM, which have once emphasized implementation of heavy-duty hardware and business technologies, began to expand their practice to rural digital strategy as firms began to move from internal systems to web-based platforms. This paragraph shows Hughes and digital strategy has a low bargaining powers of suppliers. This is because Hughes has multiple business units independently implemented from the same supplier.
Oh yeah, thank you for your suggestions. Then I will add it later. I found also a point on page 9, second last paragraph. Hill founded itself competing with the emerging technology specialists as its work to expand its full service offering to the latest platform, but also will need prayer as potential acquisitions to expand capabilities in practice like mobile and social media. Here a few ideas that retain their strong brand names such as media branding and interactive marketing, and also other firms offer niche service, which mean on the basics of pricing, quality, and niche design, businesses will crash.
All right, then you may proceed with the next force, which is bargaining power of buyer.
Okay, for my understanding, bargaining power of buyer is one of the force that refer to the pressure consumer can access on businesses to get them to provide high quality product and better customer service at lower price. Let us take a look at this case. Page 11 in paragraph expanded traditional service mentioned that Hugh could expand its IT offering to offer more robust technical support, positioning itself more directly against companies like Cyprian and Ipsos. If the buyer have the strong bargaining power, then they usually tend to drive price down those limiting the potential of Hugh Digital to earn sustainable profit. That is what I found.
Anything else can be added into this post?
Yes. For the other points is power of distribution channel. I found it is on page 4, first paragraph. One of its chief competitor, Roger Fish, that integrate creative and user experience design service, and second paragraph, customer actions become immediately qualifiable as clicking online edge, send information directly to the advertiser, and digital product could be distributed instantly through the same channel in which they were advertised. So digital marketing is a distribution channel for advertising and full service and command considerable margin over the supplier and is fighting out better over this margin. That is why the bargaining power of buyer is high. So that's all for me.
Let us discuss the last force, which is rivalry among competing firms. It determines the degree of competition among existing firms. How many rivals do each industry have? Who are they? And the way does the standard of their product and service compare with you? Based on the case study, the fifth consulting model predicated on high-quality, labor-intensive practice and technological excellence was difficult to scale due to scalar terror in the marketplace and competing client needs.
In my opinion, search engine and Google are fierce competitors for huge and digital strategy. Search engine became a technique of assembling diverse material into convenient portals through algorithmic analysis linked to specific search query as the number of websites grew quickly throughout the 1990s.
I disagree with you. It's because one of its chief competitors is Razorfish. As Hill tried to extend its full service to the newest platform, it found itself in competitions with bargaining technology experts. In the page 5, second paragraph mentioned that Hill was an example of this full service digital agency. Further, during that period, Trello from the largest of its kind at only 47 in the US in terms of revenue.
Yeah. He also created a new platform, new online customer care system that allowed them to submit real-time inquiries. So the success of the redesign and online referrals program was demonstrated by the fact that consumers who had previously visited the website spent 50% more money in store than those who had just arrived. So Hugh is a digital firm worked hard to establish itself as a one-stop shop for customers looking to understand the digital convergence.
Yes, I will add into our report. I think that's all for 5
Okay, so now we move to next question. Assess huge competitive advantage using the Vero model. I think human resources can be the first point. For this question, from the case study page 5 last paragraph, in 2009, Hughes was recognized as the fastest growing digital agency in the US in terms of client base and revenue. And page 6 first paragraph, joint of Ginny Lieber and Aaron Shapiro, management concluded that marketing in the digital age would require a comprehensive firm-wide coordination of strategy, technology, and design, and huge focus on best integrating this consideration. Then page 11, paragraph of strategy option, our success to date has depended on ensuring the quality of our work is stellar.
Agree. I think page 6 second paragraph, Huge redesigned the airline's online ticketing booking system, expanded its online customer help center and coordinated site aesthetics more closely with televisions and ad campaigns. The outcome was a site that handled 80% of JetBlue ticket sales while improving brand metrics and decreasing customer service costs. Can write Huge create value by decreasing service costs.
Agree to. Next, human resources are rare from the case study, page 10, first paragraph. Hugh received 3,000 applications for open position and ultimately hired 13 people from that pool, a hiring rate of less than 0.5%. Page 10, second paragraph. Hugh founding partner value happiness at work, emphasizing a culture that help inspire and sustain geniuses into doing their best work. Page 8, second paragraph, employee worked in a large open lawn space with a lounge and kitchen, and Shapiro himself did not even have an office or desk, and often worked on the couches. Then, human resources are inimitable from the case study, page 6, third paragraph. Shirley Hughes, first project manager, oversaw all day-to-day company operation. Patricia Hughes, second project manager, managed business development and several key client relationship and others.
I would like to add on the first sentence in this paragraph. Also critical to Hugh's success was his teams of early employees who grew with the companies to assume significant leadership roles is also inimitable capability for Hughes as the leadership style is hardly imitated by others.
Oh yeah. Then for the organized capability, I found from page 1, second paragraph. Further, Shapiro attributed much of Hughes' success to effect organization and entrepreneurial culture. And from page 10, last paragraph, Hughes began developing a talent pipeline program and built around classes and formal training program, such as a 3-month Hughes US School for Design Talent. I think that's all for these resources, and the next person can proceed with the next point if there is nothing else to add.
Okay, then I will continue for the second point for question 2. For me, I think customer experience can also be a point because Hughes places strong emphasis on user experience. From the case, page 5 last paragraph, Hughes was founded with a strong focus on user experience. The idea that the best digital experiences were those that were simple, easy to use, and focus on meeting customer needs. And page 7 second paragraph, that's why Huge try to create in their work simple, easy-to-use interfaces and make for a strong user experience while meeting business objectives and having a strong strategic perspective, and show that Huge offer a valuable customer experience to its customer.
Agree. I think page 6, the paragraph of the digital Uber firm, Huge took great effort in positioning itself as a one-stop shop for clients seeking to navigate the digital convergence. It's also its valuable capability as the one-stop shop can help in solving multiple issues that arise by customers in one place.
Yeah, I agree on this point too. Besides, from the same page, first paragraph, visual designer were not understanding the importance of user experience. Other agencies and firms were underestimating the complexity and potential of digital technologies and scolded industry players for viewing digital as something for which they could hire a technique or two or and otherwise continue to conduct business as usual. This can show that Huge has a real capability to innovate the product and services that is underestimated by other agencies and firms. Next, from page 8, first paragraph, Huge team built out and test digital products earlier in the process. Once a product was launched, Huge worked with clients to optimize its performance based on live user feedback and business metrics. I think it is real capability also, as it is rarely for other companies to do so.
Agreed. What about page 7, last paragraph? Field process consistent of three main stage: analysis, development, and optimization that will encompass five discrete steps such as discover, plan, create, build, and deploy, as well as measure and evolve.
I have found this point as well, but I think this can be an inimitable capability as Huge take advantage of R&D to meet the changing customer demands nowadays, which is highly to imitate by other companies. Then the next sentence, product strategies conducted stakeholder interviews, quantitative analysis of business metrics and web analytics, and competitive survey to define clients' needs. And page 6, second last paragraph, Huge first project manager oversaw all day-to-day company operation. Second project manager managed business development and several key client relationships. First interaction designer ran the user experience group. First art director lead the company creative department, and is another early hire headed the firm's product design practice, showing that Hughes has an organized function for exploring and assisting its customer experience. Thus, Hughes has a sustainable commodity advantage in terms of customer experience. I think that's all for the resources. The next person may continue.
Okay, for the third point for question 2, I think that reputational resources can be one of the important intangible resources to Huge. Based on page 10, first paragraph of the case, strong relationships with clients is a valuable capability and crucial to the success of Huge digital agency, especially since the operating corporation's marketing officers increasingly switch jobs every couple of years. Consequently, Huge placed great emphasis on meeting and exceeding client expectations, as well as trying to expand the proportion of clients with long-term retainer relationships.
Agree. According to page 11, paragraph retainer relationship, if Hughes could establish itself as a recurring component of companies' marketing budgets, it could be able to secure longer-term retainer-based relationships that eventually generate more revenue than one-shot engagement.
Okay, next, I feel that reputational resources of Huge are rare capabilities where the brand name or perceptions of product quality are not equally available or possessed by the competitors. Referring to page 6, the paragraph in the case, Huge Digital Agency has one of the leading brands in the industry. Huge 2006 JetBlue engagement was an important step in cementing Huge's credibility as a partner in addressing the larger business issues emerging in the digital space as a result of the convergence of strategy, technology, and design. This reputation led to the agency's quick expansion and, in 2008, Interpublic Group, one of the biggest marketing services holding corporations in the world, acquired 51% of the business.
Yeah, in addition, referring to page 10, first paragraph, the value of Huge brand is synonymous with the quality of their work remaining excellent. Clients have on many occasions approved Huge work, such as a website or mobile application, but project manager insisted that the product was not good enough and requested free revision. Thus, I also think that this perception of product quality is rare and not equally possessed by other competitors.
You got a point. Besides that, the brand name and reputation which are not easily developed by the competitors also lead to Huge having inimitable capabilities. Based on page 6 last paragraph and 7 first paragraph of the case, Huge invested a lot of time and energy into establishing itself as a one-stop shop for customers looking to navigate the digital convergence, which is essential to long-term success. The leadership of Huge believed that the company's future lay in becoming a digital Uber firm that handled general marketing strategy as well as the design of digital products and campaigns, along with technical implementation, was consistent with its founding emphasis on integrated digital marketing services.
What about the organized capabilities? Does Hughes fully exploit the potential of the resources?
By referring to the case, Huge Digital Agency has utilized its leading brand position in various geographic segments. In page 11, fifth and last paragraph, Huge plans to expand to other cities and even other nations by importing what had been successful in New York. Furthermore, Huge also plans to emerge into the entirely new healthcare and pharmaceutical marketing segment with its good reputation and brand name. Thus, organized reputational resources are vital for Huge to maintain its competitive advantage over other digital firms.
Okay, I think that's all for question 2. Now we can proceed with question 3. Which growth strategy do you think Huge has to pursue? Justify your answer. Anyone want to give idea for this question?
Regarding page 11, there is some strategic options. I think that healthcare will be the ideal avenue to grow with people nowadays have a way of a healthy life. It can be proven by a habit 10 on page 20. They are showing healthcare and pharmaceutical online advertisement spending from 2009 to 2014 has increased steadily. Therefore, healthcare has been slower to embrace digital marketing and students are more aware of healthcare through social media in order to prevent disease and improve quality of life.
Absolutely, healthcare has a significant increase. So I would like to add on. I think the healthcare growth strategy that Hugh using is concentrate-related diversification. Concentrate-related diversification is when a firm has a strong competitive position, but industry attractiveness is low. From the case study in page 1, paragraph 10, Q company has reached the point where the growth and they would like a shift in strategy. Therefore, healthcare and pharmaceutical marketing is the fourth option growth strategy that help to target an entirely new market segment.
Yes, I agree with your suggestions. Before you start entering into healthcare, there are preparation views to consider. Do you have any ideas?
I have an idea for preparing before entering healthcare. You need to hire medical professional teams to overcome the challenge. Professional medical teams such as doctors, pharmacists, counselors, and others have extensive knowledge of working in the field. This company is focused on integrated digital marketing and success for over 5 years. They did not have more knowledge about the healthcare industry. The medical professional team can collaborate with huge marketing teams to discuss and share their opinions about future trends in the healthcare industry. Then, Cube needs to develop strategy to increase the attractiveness of the company.
The second idea I would like to add is create an circuit blend. According to the case study, page 16 of habit 4, the last huge process is an optimization which was on tracking analysis, feedback-based enhancements, and many more. You can be certain that it has a well-organized system for monitoring data and metrics in this way. For example, the Health Resource and Service Administration website includes comprehensive instructions and steps for creating and putting into practice a healthcare quality improvement plan. That is all for the point preparation should need to enter into healthcare. Therefore, we will continue with the challenge that you will face during entering the healthcare industry.
Yes, I agree with you. In my opinion, the challenge for Hugh is its competitors in the healthcare industry. We can see from the case study on page 12, paragraph 3, other competitors has already prepared for this shift, such as Digitals and Razorfish having established independent healthcare. These two companies will become big competitors for Hugh because they have strong competitiveness and influence in the market. This means Hugh need to develop strategy to combat its competitors.
I also want to add one point which refer to Exhibit 11 on page 21, show consumer willingness to use the channel selected with their doctor. Therefore, realizing what healthcare clients desire is one of the essential elements needed to continuously satisfy their needs. Thus, if you can focus on expand on nurse happiness and email, so you will definitely attract consumer and the number consumer will increase steadily.
I think that's all from the idea for healthcare growth strategy. The second idea I suggested to grow traditional service.
I disagree with you. Traditional service, it is difficult to create and maintain standard practice because of the absence of a regulator. Not only that, nowadays start to focus on digital such as the metaverse in the futures. Therefore, there is a way to grow these strategies. I suggested that you can pursue geographic expansions. The reason is that on page 11 demonstrate how you grow their company and try to seek to attract customers in various regions such as New York.
I think can, in my opinion, geography expansion growth strategy that Hugh using is horizontal growth. Horizontal growth is an expansion of operation into other geography location and the increasing range of product and service offered to the current market. In this case study, page 11, Hugh hopes to reach more clients as well as compete with other digital agencies in other countries. This company also has strong competitiveness, which strongly focus on user experience, simplicity, easy to use, and meets customer needs.
For the preparations, you should provide excellent service. There is a compulsory to learning about cultural preference and incorporating them into our service. The reason is difficult products, package and promotions could be preferenced by consumer outside of the US market. International audience could reach differently to various marketing communications frequency. Here should keep restrictions in mind against experience doing even nation with business regulations similar to those in the US have getting quick and breaking the law might get company into trouble.
The second idea I would like to add on is conduct market research. Market research is the process of collecting, analyzing the data, and then interpreting personal information about the market and its component. The data includes customer preference, strengths, and weaknesses of competitors and others. In this case study, page 6 in paragraph 36, Hugh is a company that integrates digital marketing service. This means Hugh has a strong team that can conduct market research and digital about the international market. Hugh also can know the customer different needs, knows the competitors, and identify the challenge to succeeding in the market.
How about the challenge for you?
Competitor will be one of the challenge for Hugh. In this case study, page 11, Razorfish has 9 domestic offices and 11 internationally, and Digitals has 7 offices in the US and 16 international offices. These two companies have their own strong competitiveness and attractiveness. Then Hugh need to prepare and develop strategy to combat its competitors.
The next challenge is hiring the wrong talents. When a firm branches out into new foreign locations, it can be difficult to recruit people from outside and maintain a feelings of the corporate culture. Besides, you might also face communication barrier due to geographic distance, especially in Japan where they mostly only know how to talk in their mother language and know multi-language but not the talent you want.
Okay, I will conclude for question 3. In summary, there are two growth strategies we think Hugh will pursue is healthcare and geographic expansion. Healthcare growth strategy that Hugh using its concentrate-related diversification. For geographic expansion goal strategy, the Hugh using is horizontal growth.
The big competitors for Hugh, such as Digitus and Radiofish, were also digital marketing service company and have many international offices. Then Hugh need to put more effort into the healthcare and geographic expansion industry and improve its competitiveness to combat the competitors.
So I think that all for our discussion today. You all can leave the meeting already. Thank you for all your time.
Good day everyone, we are from Butu. We will start our presentation for case study.
I will discuss two forces which are trade of new entrants and rivalry among competing firms. Trade of new entrants can be considered low barriers to entry. Starting a digital business doesn't have to spend a lot of time and money and just require a certain knowledge. Next is rivalry among competing firms. Huge companies have diversity of competitors. Huge was an example of this full-service digital agency, though far from the largest of its kind, at only 47 in US in terms of revenue. It can be claimed that the competition in the digital sector is fierce.
While the bargaining power of supplier is big, we might consider the web development company and the conventional advertising agency have less negotiating leverage as they try to compete with the digital media platform to reach their client, which could result in a decline in brand royalty. As new platform emerged and consumer demand rose, when the market first began in the early of 2000, adjustment became the norm. However, the firepower was weak. As the industry grew, it leads to the stronger bargaining power of its customer as it turned into high buying power over time.
The threat of substitute is moderately high due to the high demand of digital technology. However, the complexity of production could increase the switching costs and lower the threat, and product differentiation of Huge also helps against the threat.
Resources create value by increasing client base and revenue as well as decreasing costs. Human resources are rare because their skill and knowledge are not common. Huge growth is related to human resources because their capabilities are inimitable. Huge encourage employees to improve ability through effective communication and training program. Hence, human resources achieve a sustainable competitive advantage.
We also found that Huge has a sustainable competitive advantage in terms of customer experiences. Huge's ability to create the best digital experiences and place itself at one-stop shop gives it a valuable competitive advantage. It is real as Huge is able to listen and respond to its customer feedback. Huge conduct R&D to meet the changing needs of its customer, making it inimitable. Huge well-organized function, which develop products and services based on customer needs, can provide it a competitive advantage.
Huge possesses valuable, rare, inimitable, and organized reputational resources with a strong relationship with clients, credibility and perceptions of product quality that are not equally possessed by the competitors, brand name and reputation that are not easily developed by the competitors, as well as utilization of leading brand position in various geographic segments and new market segments.
The reason we chose to grow healthcare because of pharmaceutical and healthcare online advertisement spending was expected to increase 15% to 1.52 billion, which made healthcare an attractive market opportunity. At that point, the healthcare growth strategy that Hugh using is concentrate-related of diversification strategy. The preparation you need to consider before entering healthcare is hiring professional medical team, include Hugh marketing team, and create an executive plan. The bigger challenge for Hugh is competitor in the same industry and more diverse customer needs.
The reason that we think Hugh will pursue on geographic expansion goal strategy is Hugh can compete with other digital agencies to know more different customer needs. Next, the geographic expansion goal strategy that Hugh is using is horizontal growth. Then the preparation for Hugh geographic expansion is to conduct market research and provide excellent client service. Then the challenge for Hugh is competitors in the same industry and hire the wrong talent.